It's February 19th, 2012, and you're watching Mods on Air.
2 FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games.
Yeah.
I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard.
Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty. I can hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
Hello, welcome visitors, welcome friends to episode 321 of Mods on Air, bringing you the weekend gaming news as modders, developers, and gamers ourselves. I don't know who I am, but some people call me foyleman. And also on the show today, we have with us Stryder. How you doing today, Stryder?
Hey, everybody.
We also have with us Welshy. Hello, Welshy.
Hello.
Although it may not look like it, Breezy is actually with us. Hello, Breezy.
Hello.
And special guests we have with us Ham. How you doing, Ham?
Doing pretty great. Hey, guys.
Yes, everybody likes Ham. So, before we begin, let me remind you all that that this show is recorded before a live audience. Anyone can listen in and message about the topics as we discuss them. People are doing so right now. And for each topic that is discussed, Welshy will hopefully post a relevant URL into the chat window in case you care to follow along. And for the other links that are posted, you shouldn't be clicking on them. They could lead you to doom and gloom. And finally, for those of you who haven't heard the show before, there may be some explicit language and adult themes. And, you know, if anything like that bothers you, you should leave now, because we don't want your kind around here. Okay.
Call.
You don't like that stuff, right? Okay, so how is everyone?
I'm laughing here because Ham's got a fan club already, and Breezy's got more haters.
Yes, if you're watching the chat window, that's what's happening. Yes. So we asked Ham to join us this week so that he could make sure he's always got the answer for something. So hopefully, hopefully we could see how he does it. We'll see him opening up the books and pulling up Google.
So I have no.
He's a veritable wealth of information.
Yeah. Well,
Makes
Ham,
a change from us that are available wealth of making stuff up.
Or that.
Ham, tell us, you're a modder or just a gamer or both?
I am both, I suppose. Although I haven't done any modding in quite a long time. And now I am trying to make games, so.
Make a game, awesome. From scratch, right? You and a team,
scratch.
or just you?
Just me.
Is this personally driven, or is it for school?
No, this is personally driven. I quit my job back in October to make games, so I'm living on my savings right now.
Awesome, very awesome. If I may ask, what engine are you using?
It's XNA right now, just XNA framework, and
Cool.
a lot of C#.
See, look at the things we didn't know about him. I think you mentioned that he was working on an XNA game, but I didn't realize that you went that so far as to put everything into it.
Yeah, everything's on the
Wow.
line for this one.
It really is.
I hope.
All right. Well, when you have something that you want to talk about and show off, definitely let us know, and we'll do what we can here.
Will do. Okay.
All right. Yeah. How about we get into some talk, some things that are going on in the world right now, gaming-wise, or modding-wise. First of all, we have some news going on with Skyrim. We already know that Skyrim has the creation kit that's available if you want to start making mods for it. And it turns out, we also know that when you make a mod, you can publish it right to Steam. Skyrim's workshop will go to Steam's Skyrim workshop. And it turns out there's like 2,500 mods already been uploaded since,
Wow.
since February 2nd. So we're talking less than 2 weeks? No, a little more. About 2 weeks.
Just about.
Yeah.
That sounds like there's 25 good mods.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
And
So,
there's other
that makes
terrible
me
ones.
wonder how much
Yeah.
of it is actually good stuff.
Okay, so
I've
yeah,
seen cool stuff on there, but
but these
I
are the
also
kind of
feel like-
statistics that we need to see to let game developers know that there's a market out there for people who want to make mods for their games. How else are we going to prove it to them? Yeah. I mean, this actually shows some proof that that if there's 2,500 mods in 2 weeks,
yeah.
regardless of whether or not they're good, that shows you the level of interest there is. Of course, we're talking about, 10 million sales. I don't know what portion of that is just PC. Probably about 2 million. More or less, I don't know.
Probably so.
So, yeah, okay, that might hold it back a little bit, but it's, jeez, that makes it a very small percentage. But still, there's a percentage out there, and now we want to see how this. Yeah.
Can you actually mod for the consoles?
No.
I don't think so. No, because
No.
it's delivered on Steam, and you can't, and they don't have Steam on the consoles.
Well, who knows? Maybe they can get together with some modders, and if something is of high enough quality, they can release it as DLC for consoles.
Yes.
Yeah, but see, that's the argument. That was the plan with the World at War tools, was to allow us to put stuff on Xbox, and Microsoft decided that was not going to ever happen.
Was that actually Activision's idea, or was it just
No,
that was in there, and that was our idea?
I think that was Treyarch's idea. That's why they gave it to us. They gave us the ability to compile, and then Microsoft's like, "Oh no, you don't."
All right. I didn't, because I remember seeing the ability to do stuff for Xbox 360, and you went through some of the processes involved to find out what was going to happen, but I don't remember anybody saying it was supported. So I just didn't know.
You had to pay for XNA Studios, didn't you, to do it?
XNA Studio is free, but if you want to publish anything or even test on the Xbox, you got to pay that license fee. It's $100 a year.
Because I'm pretty sure that's where people ran into it, was that you had to pay for it.
Yeah, that's if you wanted an Xbox.
Yeah.
For me, building the game and testing on PC, it's completely free, but I'm going to have to pay $100 pretty soon.
Yeah. But they, I don't know if they'd be willing to waive that fee, but they'd be willing to give you some additional support if you were able to, if you showed them something that you could make on Kinect. I know that.
I'm seriously considering it. I got to Kinect just for that purpose.
I know that's what my studio did. We showed them that we could make games and that we were interested in trying to do something for the Kinect, and they sent us a developer's kit to give it a shot, which is pretty neat. Of course, I don't know if we're not actually developing it in XNA though. We're developing it on Unity and publishing it through that.
Good plan.
It's not easy developing for the Kinect, only because the Kinect is not that accurate.
Foil hates the limitations of the Unity engine, yet at the same time he is like the biggest promoter of the Unity engine.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Ironic.
It is. I like the Unity engine because I know it so well, but I don't like it because there's things I know that it can't do, or that it has that it. I'm not going to say it can't do. I'm just going to say that it's really difficult to do. All right. Okay, so that's out there. There's a number of tutorials. I think they have 6 tutorials now out there coming directly from. I want to say Bethesda, but is that true? Is it coming from someone else?
I think it's like 8 now, isn't it, actually?
I saw 6. I didn't know there was 8.
9.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's 8 or 9. I did. Hang on, I'm pretty sure I did number 9 the other day. Put number 9 up on our site.
Well, hopefully we can see some some bigger mods, not mods that say, okay, the club now does a little more damage, or you can now fly on the dinosaur that shouldn't be flying because you changed the model, or something.
I've seen
something like that.
I've seen a lot of texture mods and things like that, and I've seen one that took away loading screens between towns, so you could kind of load the entire world in one go. Yeah.
Oh, does anybody know how many nude mods are out there, and if Steam is actually allowing it?
I don't know. That's
5,000.
Yeah, right.
That's 2,000 to 2,500.
Yeah.
The first one's out the gate usually.
Yeah. I don't even have to look to tell you there's at least one.
At least one.
There was one before the tools came out, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think there was. Yeah.
Could have sworn I installed that ages ago.
Breezy's like, I played this already.
Yeah, Morphus. That was a crab with a top hat and monocle. That was the mod. You don't want to go out without being properly dressed. Sure. All right. I don't know. All right. I've got this interesting little bit. Here we go. We'll call this our sponsor of the day. Here comes our sponsor for you. Yeah, this is it.
Hey, Hen. Henry. Hen. Hey, Hen. You know, I bet you're wondering where you should go to further your education, right?
How did you do that, Aaron?
It's a snap! Here at the Central Institute of Technology... You alright? Yeah. Anyway, here at the Central Institute of Technology, everything is at your fingertips. It's a snap. It's close to public transport, getting around is a breeze. Do you want a latte, mocha, or a macchiato?
Yes, please.
Was that a beer, cider, or maybe something stronger? They're up to date with the latest technology. Here you go, fellas.
Oh, look, I don't think you should be giving beer to...
I can do whatever I want, okay? I'm a fucking god!
Just do the thing.
Here at Central, business students get a world-class education. You know how?
Because it's a snap.
No. It's a robot snap. It's even a practical mine shaft! Snap!
Oh, so this is where they do the fashion and textiles.
Oh,
Don't panic. Don't panic, Aaron. Oh, jeez. Aaron, I'm just snap. Snap to the hospital. You can do it, snap.
I love how this is just taking a sinister turn right there. That was fantastic.
Oh, God!
Yes.
Kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
That's a great commercial for a school. Very, very awesome. That's in Seattle even, I think, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. That's like what she says, just a dramatic turn.
It's not even. There's no build up. There's no kind of like it just bang straight in. Yeah.
That's the school you want to go for. Central Institute of Technology. It's actually a real ad for a real school, even though it's funny. That was an ad for a school.
How the hell did that get past like the board of directors?
And it's in Australia, and that's the ad they made in Australia.
Wow.
Yeah.
And yet, like, they censor Left 4 Dead, really?
Yeah. That's what happens. You censor Left 4 Dead, and you end up with commercials like that. All right. Going on to something else. Far Cry. They're talking about Far Cry 3 this week. They're talking, they're showing, they're doing all kinds of things with Far Cry, but mostly it's in German. But we got some English versions here. Yeah, they're showing off what the game is, and I don't know which way to consider. You know, is this look? It feels like they're going back to the original idea of Far Cry, as opposed to when they went out in the African desert. Was it last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I didn't enjoy that one. Maybe it was because I liked the island and the way the trees and the leaves were cutting everything off and that kind of stuff. But then they open it up into the desert. It was a little more open, a lot of driving around, almost like what was that game? Now I can't remember the name of it. Being Dead Island. Dead Island is the one. It's very Dead Island-ish. And so I don't know which way it's going now, but some people are very much interested in it. I do have a video that I can show that we can talk about.
I don't know. It looks really good, but then I saw the bit where he was shooting people, and it was like 5 points, 5 points, 5 points, like ding, 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 and that really annoyed me.
That's the whole immediate gratification to the console player.
The whole Call of Duty thing, where it's like, but like twice as worse, like shooting people, and it's like ding, 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 and it just really annoyed me.
Mm-hmm. But we got the zip line, shooting while you're on the zip line kind of stuff. I saw some of that. We're definitely back on the island with all the water. I think they do that because they want to show off the water and make it feel more open so that the people just can't run off into nowhere.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, it's more that they can go.
Rather than having invisible walls.
Yeah.
think there's like 10 teen horror movies just like this too. Oh, except there's zombies in this part, and they're not now. Right? There were no zombies in this. I feel like there should be.
Looks like it could be an add-on for Dead Island.
No,
Yeah.
Come on, shoot me, motherfucker. Let's go. Shoot me, motherfucker. Come on. Oh, fuck. I've never seen a bigger bunch of pussies in my life. Hey, listen, mama.
Sounds like
you and your fucking asshole friend.
guy off that 70s shit.
Come on, man.
Fez.
What are you...
I was not a fan of dubstep.
Alright. So you're playing the character of a 20-something. You're about 20 years old. You should have a really nasty hangover. After the video from the night before.
Ah, fuck! Damn!
Yeah, I was watching a different video other than that opening trailer, which was
Yeah, this is all pre-rendered.
yeah. But it gives you a better rundown of what's going on in the game, what they're trying to accomplish. Whether or not they do it, I don't know, because the video from the actual gameplay, which you can find through some of those links, is a little bit different. I gotta say that it does not look like something that came out of the Crytek engine, which I know this was originally for, right?
It looks more like the Dead Island engine.
It could be their own engine. Of course, Far Cry, the original Far Cry had its own engine. Far Cry 2 had a different engine. It was called some weird African word. And Far Cry 3 is probably going to be a different engine too. I know it's not Crytek's engine.
I thought Far Cry 2 was on the Crytek engine.
I think Far Cry
Dunia,
2 was used an engine that was a modification of the of the Crytek engine, but maybe it's just maybe they really did completely create a whole new engine, which doesn't make sense to me. But maybe they did.
Well, Crytek's doing their own thing, and Ubisoft is, well, he's kind of took the reins of Far Cry.
I don't know. You know, on one hand, I'm interested in playing some more of this game. On the other hand, I don't know if I want to shell out $60 for it, which is, I'm sure, what the price is going to be later on.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked good, and then I saw that, like I said, with the XP thing popping up all over the place every time you
switch that off.
I don't know.
You'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying this thing is going to be released in September 6th in Europe, which means that anyone who goes over to PAX is probably going to have a chance to play it.
Maybe. Anybody that goes, who's going that weekend?
I don't know anybody going, no.
If only we knew somebody that's going to PAX that could tell us how it was.
Is that PAX East or West?
PAX West.
West.
PAX
PAX
West
Prime.
we're talking about, yeah.
Oh, I might be able to go.
Awesome.
Really?
Then you can see Stryder and I there. And we're trying to get other people like Welshy. Yep. He may or may not be living a little bit further north of that at that point in time. We don't know.
I'll be going. It's just depending on...
He may or may not be homeless at that point.
Yeah.
That's more accurate.
It's the difference, yeah. It'll... Depending on where I am, it'll be a difference in flight time.
It's either going to be a half-hour flight or
about
14.
9 hours. Yeah. I think. Well, no, I think it's 12 hours. But
The way you're talking, though, you make it sound as if it's a 80% chance that it's a one-way ticket because you're not going to be able to afford the way back.
yeah.
We can't have that. All right. So yeah, we'll have to just hang around and see what happens with this game, see whether or not it turns out to be something we want to follow. And do you remember if the previous versions of Far Cry were moddable? I don't think they were.
You can make maps.
For
Part
Far
1
Cry?
was...
Yeah, part 1 was, but I don't remember 2.
Far Cry 2 was.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, he's putting his foot down.
He's putting his foot down.
Damn it!
Yeah, it was. I was there.
I was there.
Yeah, there are some mods out there apparently, or at least categories for people to have mods. So.
Oh wow.
I guess so.
You could make maps the same way.
Yet I see in 2008 there was a petition for the SDK. So I don't know what else you can do other than a basic map drag and drop kind of thing. All right. Okay, going on to something else. We have Mass Effect 3 is supposed to be coming out very soon because it is officially gold, which means that it's going to printing presses, and any further updates will be downloadable.
If you're buying on the PC, yeah. Well,
yeah, I can't necessarily say that a game is done when they say it's gold, because these days
doesn't seem like it these days.
That's just an invitation for a day 1 patch.
Yeah.
Going gold now pretty much means we sent whatever we had to the printing guys.
To the disc, and we'll fix it after.
I can't actually think of the last game I bought that didn't have a day 1 patch.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Sad.
Yeah.
But they're saying that there's a demo that's been released this past week, midweek around there, for the Xbox 360, PC, and the PS3, all 3 of them. So there's a demo if you want to check out the game before you actually throw money down on it.
Oh, I did.
I
did.
You which? Threw money down on it or tried the demo?
Both.
Or both. Okay. So how was the demo then? Did you get a chance to play it?
Yeah, I really like it, but then I'm a fan of the first 2 games anyway, so I guess I'm going into it kind of biased to begin with. What I really wanted to see was the multiplayer. That's what I was interested in, and it's co-op, 4-player co-op.
They had it in there? They had it in the demo?
Yeah, it's in the demo, yeah.
Oh, okay, go on. 4-player co-op.
4-player co-op, and it's like Killing Floor, where you just got to survive the rounds. Just like Horde mode or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's quite fun.
I own the first 2, but I have not really played them. I'm like 10 minutes into the first one, and I didn't really like the combat so much, but I did like in the demo, they let you play the game as an RPG, sort of the classic way, as an action game or as a story game. So that's kind of unique, but I like to play it as an action game.
There's like 3 options in there. There's like RPG, which is the kind of original style of Mass Effect, which is you have so you do the conversations, you choose what option you want to say, and then the combat as well. Or you could have, like you're saying there, with the action. So it was like you could, if you were not into the talky, you just want to shoot things, you just watch the story.
I'm not so much into the talky. I'm more into the pew pew.
Yeah. You could just do the pew pew.
Technical Conversations by Welshy.
My preferred style of play. Does Part 2 have that, or this is unique to 3?
This is just unique to this one. The older ones were just the style of, it's an RPG type game, so you do the shooty and you do the talky.
Thank you for that very technical analysis. Speaking of Killing Floor, sorry to sidetrack here, but did you notice yesterday's news? They were talking about over 1 million now sold.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's pretty much funded Red Orchestra 2's development.
Yeah.
The sales of that.
Yeah, too bad. I bet you Red Orchestra's not doing as well, unfortunately. I just don't hear about people playing it. I bought it, but I don't.
It's a shame, because it's not a bad game.
It's like we say, it's good, but we just don't play it.
Yeah, it's like there's no reason why we don't. I think it's because it's like Armor in the way that you either like it or you just hate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you either absolutely love it or you just can't understand why you're playing this piece of crap.
Jeez. Okay.
Well, you know what it's like me and Breezy, we're really into Armor. We love a bit of Armor, and you guys can't understand why we want to play it.
Yeah. Well, no, I understand. I just don't enjoy it like you do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I think Red October was the same, really, because it was actually kind of difficult. You actually kind of had
last time I played it, it's gone very. If you're not very good at it, you're just not going to do well at all. Yeah, very elitist.
I enjoyed the first one. Couldn't really get into the second one for some reason.
All right. What else we have? Oh, there's still some more about the ME3. If you did buy Mass Effect 3, if you pre-ordered it, I should say, you get a free copy or another free copy of Battlefield 3 if you're interested in that.
Yeah, but because I pre-ordered it, so I get a free copy of Battlefield 3. But I bet you I don't, because on Origin I already own Battlefield 3. So I guarantee you I can't gift that copy to anybody.
Did you not hear the news?
Not gift that. No.
The news is they stopped that.
I saw they stopped that after like a week or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, they ended it.
Wait, what did they stop?
The promotion.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, if you pre-order it, you can't get Battlefield 3 anymore. It's like, thank you.
Yay, way to go.
Yeah.
Loving your customers.
So I see, but then it makes me wonder, as if like somebody pressed the wrong button. It's like, wait, we're giving away free copy. Oh, Jesus! Stop that!
What have we done?
Oh my goodness, really?
The weird
some
part
intern got seriously fired over it.
They said that they were going to do it until like I think maybe the first week of March, and then they just kind of stopped it a couple weeks like into it, and it's so bad.
Someone did the math to see how much they were losing.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah, somebody went
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's not supposed to be Battlefield 3. It's supposed to be Battlefield Play for free.
Yeah. You idiot!
You idiot!
Wow. All right. I don't know what to say about them. It's all been said. Yes, it has. All right. There is Blacklight Retribution is moving over to open beta in about a week. Yeah, about a week. And this is going to be that game. We've played this together. It's a shooter kind of game. One that was really, I thought it was a lot of fun the first time, but to me had absolutely no replayability, and I did not get the trick. Actually, I did not play Blacklight Retribution. Obviously, it's only in beta, but Stryder and I did see it in PAX Prime last year. We saw people playing it.
I got a grenade for that one.
Yeah, you got a grenade for that. Yes,
a little stress ball grenade. It's quite awesome, actually. I don't know where it is. I think it's at
I just remember the first one being really short, and we like finished it in the afternoon.
Yeah, we did, and then we wondered what to do. We tried to play it again and didn't like it, so
yeah.
That was that. Because it was actually that was the problem. The problem was it was very linear, and the way it played very. It was a co-op type, wasn't it? So we played against AI, and the AI was predictable. So we knew what we were going to have to do the next time through. So there wasn't a reason to play it again. Unlike Left 4 Dead, which can seem linear, but the way that the zombies spawn is a lot more random.
It's different all the time, yeah.
It was multiplayer though, wasn't it? Blacklight as well.
I think it was, yeah.
I remember being multiplayer, and it was always decided that as soon as one team got to the other one's spawn, the match was over because you just couldn't get out. Because there's only two ways out the spawn, and they would just spawn rape you till the match ended.
See, and I never
like
got to play
Battlefield.
Yeah,
we actually never got to play that game, Foil. That was the one where in order to play it, you had to log in and create an account, and
yep,
it kept crashing every time we tried to create an account. And the dude's like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on. Just try again." I'm just like, so I created like 10 accounts there. I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Let's stand in line here, so it looks like you got. Yeah, it looks like you got people interested in your game, and you won't.
We were also trying to register to win one of those Razer laptops.
Yes.
That they were giving away.
There's that.
All right. So this is the kind of game that I want to check out, and I want it to be good, but I don't know if I'm going to be wanting to pay for it to find out. Maybe it's one of those you get into the closed beta for, or I don't know. Somebody play and find out. Tell us.
I thought this one was free to play.
Oh, you're right. Free to play sequel, Blacklight.
He is like he's like the gaming Wikipedia.
Well, he's
From now on, we're not allowed to say anything until we
No.
check
Yeah.
our facts with
I'm
the,
sorry.
Just check
Yeah.
with our
the
computer.
Hamapedia,
Yeah.
we'll call it.
how's that going to work for them? If the, if
Which
the
is the
first game
bacon
didn't,
one? What was the bacon one? The bacon
Bacon
wiki.
fact?
so Ham, do you know how they're going to make their money? Because that's an
That
interesting
I do
point.
not know. I wasn't interested enough to find out.
Yeah. All right, so at least we get to check it out because it's going to be free to play, and so that'll be a few hours in the afternoon. Cool.
Or a few minutes, depending on how good it is.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Well, there's also another talk, talking about how good it is. There's talk of this game, the Walking Dead game, and not the Walk-In, but the Walking.
Needs more cowbell.
It's they're doing some sort of web series and game and something like that. I'm not sure what this is going to be. They're trying to push it.
Telltale is doing it,
Telltale.
isn't it? So it's just going to be point and click.
Okay. Well, that's what Telltale usually does. Maybe they're going to
Yeah.
pull something new out of there.
No, it is. I've seen
Place,
gameplay.
No
for it.
return.
It's the
Ham?
same, just
Maybe Ham knows.
Well, I was going to say, if Jurassic Park is any indication, it's,
Yeah.
I wouldn't play it.
No, you're right. Jurassic Park is pretty poor. Actually, go ahead and take a look at what the reviews show about that. It's great for kids,
that
but
was
as
the one
far
they
as
were
a
putting
real
their own
gamer,
reviews on it, wasn't it?
oh,
Was it
they were
Jurassic
paying
Park they
people
were
to
doing that?
yeah. Their
Yeah.
own employees were reviewing it, really highly reviewing it, and they were getting bashed for it. As they should be if they're getting everyone in the whole company to put reviews up for it. I don't know. All right.
I do read the Walking Dead comic books. Those are pretty good. I've never seen the TV show, though.
Well, I think that's what this is going to be based on, the comic books.
Yeah. Well, the TV show is based on the comic book.
It is?
I've read quite a bit of the comic books. I haven't read them all, but and the TV show it started off really good, and now it's just kind of gone.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
think I
got
watched
really
Walking.
boring.
I
It's
watched
got-
most of
there's
the
now
first
got
season.
Walking in it, yeah.
It needs more Christopher Walken.
Yeah. I watched most of the first season, and for some reason I stopped watching it, and maybe that's why, because I was thinking of trying to get back into it, and I don't know.
It's
I
it's started again at the moment, and it's kind of picking up, but it's
Oh well.
it's still very
trying.
much like meh, yeah.
Like Lost. Lost was another one that started off very interesting, and then it just all right, get to the point already.
Yeah, I always thought with that TV show that everybody knew they were already dead from the first episode. I was under the impression of that. And then Jenks was
ruin
like,
it
"Oh, did you
first.
see Lost?" And I was like, "No, I don't watch it." And he's like, "Oh, everyone was dead already, like already dead." And I thought you already knew that from the first episode.
You
It's
should-
like,
you should
well,
make-
yeah, you kind of did, but it was still like,
Yeah. All right. All right. There's a talk that Lego Star Wars deal has been renewed, so we're going to
Well,
be
she
seeing
just
more Lego
fucking
Star
threw out a
Wars.
spoiler for people that are like
Yeah.
watching
thinking
season
that.
2 of their DVDs. Is like, what? Motherfucker!
cancel the Hulu subscription.
So Lego Star Wars deal renewed. We're going to get more of the same game.
Yeah.
Well, or we're just going to get this. We're going to get the same game, but it's going to have new effects.
But no, isn't it just like doing the Clone Wars games?
Now it's more Lego-y.
More Lego. Now with more
Lego
bricks.
Star Wars now
Yeah.
with more Lego. It's an expansion pack. It comes. You got to build it yourself.
I did not see what they were planning to do with this, other than the fact that it was renewed. I don't know.
Knights of the Old Republic Lego Star Wars, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, God.
Lego's already tried that, right? They tried the online play that they had to shut
Yeah.
down
Oh, yeah.
exactly 1 year later.
As soon as everybody's mandatory 1-year subscription ran out, this is done.
Yeah.
This was an epic failure.
But you guys are still going strong in the Knights of the Old Republic, right?
It's not Knights of the Old
Yeah.
Republic. It's just the Old Republic.
The Old
Yes.
Republic, I'm sorry.
First dial.
God's sake.
Well, it's a
Kyle.
different game.
Well, Whatever. Star Wars online. Pew
messing
pew.
with the cult foil and messing with the cult.
Don't be getting on the wrong side of the Star Wars nerds.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, going on. So I don't make any more enemies.
Boyle's just jealous he can't play it. He's got like ADD or something. He can't into the game.
I can't get into it, no. So instead I sit here playing my tax builder 2.0. Yeah. As I was telling Stryder the other day, I did level up, but the taxes just got harder.
On the same as Drafticane.
Yeah, exactly.
From the makers of Drafticane.
Yeah. Nexuiz. Nexuiz is... I don't even know if that's the right logo for it, but you know what? It had the same letters in it. They are... THQ and Machinima is going to be releasing an Xbox 360 version of Nexuiz, which is a CryEngine 3 powered first-person shooter remake. Now, when I hear of Nexuiz, I keep thinking of the Quake 1 mod. Wasn't there a Quake 1 mod called Nexuiz?
Yep.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I found a video that may or may not have something to do with the game.
And today's random video brought to you by Cheerios. Cheerios. It's what's for breakfast.
Hot pockets.
Yeah.
All day now.
Well, Nexuiz is not a game. It's not a company. It's a game. But is it the same company? I don't even know what company's making this.
Ham?
I don't know.
THQ's involved, so maybe THQ obviously must own it because they only do things that they own.
Yeah, and they did Stalker right into the ground.
That's what they get for trying to make family games. They lost a lot of money.
Well, this thing is being developed by a company called Alien Trap Software. I did get the right logo. Looks that way. It's going to be multiplayer and single player, and they say the platforms is going to be Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac, everything. Oh, wait,
Xbox.
I'm looking at the original release from 2005.
Oh.
So this is the remake.
So this will be Xbox
3DS.
And yes, there is a mod, Nexuiz. It's based on the original Quake games. I don't know if that is one and the same. Alright, I'm not going to go into all that information. I'm just trying to find out what's going on with the next release, but I can't really find much on it. Not yet, but... Oh, wait. Maybe I should say we should find out right away, because isn't this thing coming out in the spring? Of what? A February 29th release date? I mean, we should know what's going on. It's coming out now. I don't know. CryEngine 3.
Days.
See? Alright. Another one here. Tombs of Mephistopheles Alpha. Whatever that is. I don't know. It's a first-person action RPG dungeon crawler with randomly generated something or other. And, well, I bring this game up because... It's a new game that's supposed to be coming out, but for some reason, as I'm watching this, it just kind of made me think, what mod team made this, not what developer is making this. But like I said, this is a first-person action RPG dungeon crawler. It's supposed to have fast-paced, fluid combat. Here, let me skip ahead to the fast-paced combat. There you go.
An RPG.
Okay.
Fast.
Skyrim meets Doom.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks suspiciously like Skyrim.
Doom Rim.
Doom Rim.
I'm not even gonna say what just jumped into my head.
Skyroom.
And I think the reason why this caught my attention is because they're doing the same thing as who did we make fun of last week for having a
that doesn't
we made
narrow
fun
it
of
down
Fine.
much on this show.
Yeah.
I think Breezy.
fine adventure or fine something, double fine adventures or something like that, where they basically are begging for money in order to develop the game. Well, that's what these guys are doing. This is an alpha funding project, they're calling it. So you will be able to download the early alpha version as soon as you purchase it.
Well, I actually hope it stays crappy. I had an idea for a dungeon crawling first-person shooter.
I hope it stays crap. Yeah, keep on this trend, guys. You guys are doing great.
Yep. You're ensuring a future for Ham.
I am there for you. Oh yeah, that's how you do it, Morphus. They pay for the monsters. The dungeon crawler's free, but if you want it to be any fun, you got to pay for monsters.
Yeah.
10 cents a skeleton.
Double
Well,
enemy pack.
Kudos for making a game.
2 at a
but,
time.
But you don't put out a video like this and call it a fast-paced dungeon crawler.
No.
Maybe like they're mentally challenged, and this is very fast-paced for them. You know, you
They
shouldn't
slowed
judge.
it down
Foyle.
to make it more dramatic.
It could be,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, maybe the guy's playing it wearing a hockey helmet as he's developing, and you're just being so judgmental. I'm probably going to hell, just so everybody.
Yeah, we figured that. All right, there's an article out there going on about HTML5 gaming, and if you don't know what HTML5 is basically it is how is a good way to put it? Dynamically updating HTML. That's a good way to put it. Meaning that things can change in real time on a web page that appears to be static. And primarily
Just
that is
to
done.
mess with your head.
Primarily that is done through forms of JavaScript. So that's what HTML5 is. And there's HTML5 specific type language, but there's not much of it. The rest of it relies on JavaScript or some sort of other type of language that can cause things to update for you. But anyways, aside from this very poor description that I just gave you, they're highlighting some old and modern titles that you can play now in HTML5. For example, they have an old classic port of Command and Conquer Tiberian Dawn, which is a super old game that I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. There's a video of Command and Conquer. Okay, we don't need the that music to go with it. But this you can play in a browser, is what I'm saying. It works best in Chrome and Firefox, are saying, because HTML5 does not play well with Internet Explorer because Microsoft is a bunch of
Because it's Microsoft.
Yeah, that's all you had to say.
Mhm.
They didn't invent it, so therefore it doesn't work.
Right. Another one that they're mentioning here is Wolfenstein 3D. You can play in your browser, which we already knew
Yeah.
there
You
were
know-
JavaScript versions of it, but this can be HTML5, yeah?
I can't remember what I got. I got Wolfenstein. Why did they do that? I think it was part of a pack or it came free with a game that I had bought. Yeah, you got the Wolfenstein 3D. And I played it because I was like, oh, nostalgia. And I was about 2 minutes in and I'm like, yeah, not gonna do it. It was, from a nostalgia standpoint, it was, it was a classic game in its time. But, ooh.
I got it from my phone, and I did play it. So it was a great iPhone game compared to what else is available out there. And if you guys don't remember, Google had their version of Pac-Man. Well, that is considered HTML5 driven. There's the Google. It says Google inside of it, and you can play Pac-Man.
Google started it.
Modern games are calling Cut the Rope a modern game for... this is the reason why I was playing Wolfenstein 3D. It's because I didn't want to play games like Cut the Rope. But,
You tried this new game? It's awesome. Well, what do? Well, you cut the rope. And then what? Well, then you cut the rope again. Isn't it awesome?
Sounds like a game they play at the Samaritans hotline. So they don't know what Samaritans is. Yeah.
Dark.
Yeah.
My dog's
Pretty much I'm
currently-
going to hell for that one.
That's like suicide prevention hotline.
Yeah, yeah.
My dog's playing a game right now called Cut Something, and it's starting to make my eyes water. Another one out there.
Carbon emissions, doggy. Cut carbon emissions.
Pirates love daisies. This may
I'm
actually
pretty
have
sure they do.
been specifically built for. Oh, it's based off of Plants vs Zombies somehow. Okay. It runs best on IE9. Well, then this must not be. Oh, it's a combination of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay. And then Word Squared, which is basically. What am I going to tell you? Word Squared is Scrabble.
Yeah.
But just letting you know that there are options out there if you want to try and make a game and try to make 99 cents off of your mom. And well, you can make one of these. No, there's probably games out there that can do well. Make a few bucks. What is this video? This
Making
is
money off your mom.
This is actually.
I'm not going to go there.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's all the topics I have, unless you guys want to start bringing up something else. I know that was a little bit shorter than normal, but
It's because Ham's here to answer all our questions.
I know.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
don't have to make
I hope
anything
he
up.
can join us.
Sorry, guys.
We
I
couldn't
hope
make
you can join
anything
us
up. He
all the
wouldn't let
time.
us. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he kept our bullshit to a minimum. We weren't allowed to.
This is why I shouldn't be part of this. There are a few things that I'd like to mention.
Go for it.
Okay.
One is, I'm not sure if you all are aware, but Mojang and Notch, the guys who make Minecraft. Come on, kitty. They're doing one of those indie humble bundles this weekend, and they're live online, and you can watch them code a game. And if you donate to charity, then you'll get the game at the end of the weekend. So that's happening. They've been coding for since Friday. You can kind of watch this all
Do we
happen.
have a link we can put up there?
Oh, I think maybe humblebundle.com.
Hang on, I'll just do some Googlage.
Yep, humblebundle.com.
Yeah, Humble
So, yeah,
Bundle. Pay what you want and help charity.
So it's cool. I mean, if you don't have anything else better to do, which most people do, you can sit there and watch them code and eat and test this game.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got
You can choose any of four charities to donate to.
yeah.
I see.
Oh, Child's Play's on there.
Alan Wake just came out. This for PC.
Yes, I did ask you about that. Is it any good?
It is a game that I would pay $20 or less for. I would not pay more than $20 USD.
Mm-hmm.
What's really odd about the game is that there's a ton of product placement in the single-player game. When you kind of pick up a phone, of course they make it obvious that it's a Verizon phone. When you jump in the car, oh, you see that Ford logo, and
See, I don't like things like that. I mean, there's some realism, but I mean, that's a little too much in your face advertising.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
That's funny though.
And it's
So
a simple game.
Why do you think?
That's why Alan Wake was delayed so long.
Yeah. They had to
So you're
work out the advertising deals.
There's reviews for Alan Wake PC from IGN and GameSpot, and they're almost both 9 out of 10. So you're definitely not giving it a 9 out of 10 with that kind of endorsement.
I'm gonna say, as an action, if you go in expecting an action horror game, that's not what you'll get. It's like there are a couple of cheap shots where I jumped myself a little bit, but it's the way it's told. It just seems like a really okay action game. I think it's kind of showing all its cards really soon because I'm a third through the game and I haven't encountered anything that's new that I didn't see in the tutorial. So.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's decent though. I mean, it looks okay. And
Steam seems to be selling a collector's edition for $30 US. I don't know what the regular edition is. 20?
35. Oh.
Is there a regular edition?
I don't know. I got my copy through Green Man Gaming with a promotion code, so I got it for $20, and it registers through Steam.
Yeah, Steam sells a collector's edition for $29. I'm trying to look for what the a link to the other version, and I can't find it. So, is there a way that somebody else, if they're interested, can find a coupon somewhere online?
Check Steam forums.
Foil trying to.
Yeah.
Foil trying to scoop a deal.
There's a forum on the Steam forums for Alan Wake that has the promotion code.
Good.
And Cubspur says I'm not selling it well, and that's on purpose. It's not. I mean, it's okay for $20. It's an enjoyable experience. I wouldn't pay more for it.
Yeah, and they're planning DLC. I see. I don't know if they're planning on. Yeah, they will plan on charge for it because DLC free until February 23rd. I don't know what that means.
It means they're not going to have any DLC until then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or you're getting all DLC for free, or up until that date. I don't know what's going on.
When they sold it on Xbox, they had the original game, and then they released DLC for 2 episodic little episodes, and that's included with the PC version. But the collector's edition has like a soundtrack, illustrated PDF booklet, and I think commentary too. That's what you get with the collector's edition. So if you're not interested, just don't pay extra $5.
Yeah, and the graphics, they must appear a little bit old because we're looking at like DirectX 9 developed for Windows XP kind of game.
It looks surprisingly good. It's it's not going to wow you, but it has like a nice layer of polish with a lot of post-processing to make it kind of you can play through it and still be impressed here and there.
Good. All right, so expect a different kind of game if that's what if you want to buy it, and look for a coupon code.
All right. I'd say imagine Max Payne as a horror game instead of a gangster game.
No, I didn't like it the first time. It was too slow. It was far too slow. Max
That's
Payne.
what you get here.
I don't know what the new Max Payne is going to be like. Hopefully that's not as bad. All right, you got anything else for us?
Minecraft Legos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think they announced something about Minecraft Legos about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, where they're releasing some versions of Legos where you can build Minecraft-like things and a character with a square head, right?
Real life Lego.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
We've seen pictures and they don't look that great.
Right.
And then the very last thing, Modern Warfare 3 is having a free weekend on Steam up until tomorrow, and I gotta admit, I was on the hate bandwagon where I just kind of talked and said, well, it's the same game. But now that I've played it, it is the same goddamn game. And it's horrible.
Awesome. Good. There's your endorsement.
I will not be doing that.
That's awesome. That is the closer right there for the next 10 shows.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that vote of confidence on the game. We needed that.
Yeah, wait for the bloody Call of Duty Lego. That'll be next, won't it?
Oh, shit. You've given him an idea now.
I know. Copyright. It's mine. Mine.
Patent pending. All right. So I guess on that we can close up today's show. I want to thank our host for taking the time out to chat today. Welshy? No, let's start with Stryder. Stryder, thank you very much for joining us today.
Always an adventure.
I gotta get used to the new order of windows. They're over here instead of over there. Welshy, thank you very much for joining us and posting the show notes as we went along.
No problem.
Reezy, I can only assume you're still there. Thank you very much for joining us.
No problem.
You look very dapper in your spinning circle. And
that's the vortex of Breezy.
And Ham, I want to thank you very much for joining us today. It was great to have you.
It's been an honor.
As Stryder pointed out, I think we're gonna have to have you on again soon.
Yeah, it was actually fantastic having you on.
Yeah.
Somebody that actually
Someone who knows stuff. Yeah.
Mystery here, not just making it up like the rest of us.
Yeah. All right, and finally on that note, I want to thank the fans of MODSonair.com and the subscribing members of MODSonline.com because they make this show possible. And until next week, everyone, happy gaming. Go.
Thanks for watching this week, and come back next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at MODSonair.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@modsonair.com. And please consider subscribing to MODSonline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners.
It's not like he's Christian Bale or anything.
Oh, classic jokes right there.